It's time to step back into the world of Jurassic Park. Showtime, folks. Alright guys, so I am back like this franchise seems to be, and we're here talking about Jurassic World Rebirth. Now, going into this movie, guys, I don't know what to tell you. I was a little bit excited, but I was weary about it because the last Jurassic World trilogy really was not my cup of tea. Now, they started off strong, but towards the end, I just found myself not caring about the franchise anymore. And that's a shame because I do like the original Jurassic Park trilogy. That's probably one of my favorite movies when I was growing up. That trilogy itself was great. It stands the test of time, I think, to this day. And I think that's part of the reason why you still see a continuance of this franchise, because they're just gonna milk it for what they got. And going into the movie, I was cautiously optimistic. I saw some of the trailer, I saw who was involved with it, and it's hard for me to get really excited for any of these legacy sequels to beloved franchises at this point, but I was optimistic about it. And I have mixed feelings about this one, guys, to be honest with you. Getting into the pros of this movie, it does feel like the summer blockbuster is back. Now, Jurassic World does not suffer from entertainment value. If that is something that you're looking for and looking towards doing, I think that Jurassic World is clearly one of the summer blockbusters that you're gonna remember from this year. It is entertaining. There are a couple of laughs in there. And overall, the acting and performances are all well done. I definitely think this is an enjoyable experience. I don't think there's something that is glaringly bad about this film. It's genuinely something that I did enjoy. Another pro I do have is the CGI. Jurassic World, I don't think from anything that has to do with CGI. They continue this trend to make you feel like you're in that world. That is something I have to applaud Jurassic World Rebirth with, is that it's visually stunning, and I still love that it has that authentic Jurassic World / park feel. Now, we're gonna get into the rant portion of this video because, guys, I don't even know what to tell you. I didn't even think it was that bad. I didn't even think I didn't enjoy the film until I sat down and started thinking about how dumb some of the decisions that the humans make in this movie. I don't know if it's just the writing or what went on, but there was just so many things in this film that I don't know what to tell you guys. It's just, oh wow. Just to get started, the decision making in this film by the humans, I don't even know if I was rooting for them half of the time. So getting into the cons, our humans, our protagonists, make the dumbest decisions ever. I think out of all the humans in the entire franchise that I can think of right now, you can probably leave it in the comments if you remember another dumb decision that they've made in this franchise. But every decision that our humans make in this freaking movie is the dumbest possible decision to make. For example, minor spoiler, there's these dinosaurs that are swimming around this boat, knocking this boat around, and they're like, you know what, let's just jump into the water where the dinosaurs that are trying to eat us, they're just there. Let's just jump in there. Granted, there's a reason that they jump into this water. I don't buy it. I guess the emotional, if you're connected to, I just don't buy, I'm gonna jump into this dinosaur infested water. It doesn't make any sense to me, but hey, whatever. I can let that pass. There's a reason for it. The reason may be strong enough. I can't relate to it, but hey, whatever. Maybe there's a reason for it. But then there's also inconsistencies in the movie. Getting into another con, there's a injury that is talked about right out of the gate when they land on this island. And that injury comes and goes as the plot sees fit. It's very inconsistent. One second you see this character limping around and the next second you don't. All because that person has a stick to help them navigate the jungle. And it's kind of silly. It's just, oh, wasn't he hurt just a second ago? I don't know. I guess not. Whatever. Maybe it's just me being nitpicky, all right? I haven't done one of these in a while, guys, so maybe I was just in there just waiting for something to tear apart. But I'm not trying to tear it apart because I still enjoyed this movie for what it was. I just can't stop, though. I can't. There's still something else. They ask us to believe that this group of mercenaries is helping a pharmaceutical company research these dinosaurs. And the group of mercenaries that are highly trained, they're gonna be fine without weapons. And they do make a comment about how they lose these weapons or what the weapons would have been, and immediately go back on it when they need a gun. They're like, you know what? Give me the thing that can defend us from these dinosaurs. What I'm getting at is there's a lot of flip-flopping in the writing. It's just whatever's convenient for the plot. Our humans are really the worst survivalists, which is saying something because, again, we have a group of trained mercenaries that are doing this job. I just don't understand how, whatever, it took me out of it. I just had to sit there and just take myself out of it. Now, if you could do that, this movie's really fun. Don't get me wrong, Jurassic World Rebirth, really fun to watch. But if you've seen enough of this franchise, you know exactly who's gonna make it, who's not. They could just start off with a bang. You're like, what? And then it just becomes one of those things where that guy's gone. And so it's just one of those things where I'm just meh. I found myself enjoying it just because it was a blockbuster, really. It was just something that I was somewhat looking forward to. But towards the middle of the film, I started to think this was just getting silly. These people are surviving just because the plot demands it. And I think that just chalks up to lazy writing. Things that I was excited for in the trailer didn't even come to fruition. And if they did come to fruition, there was just a silly outlet. There was a silly solution to it, and it was just ridiculous. So getting into my final thoughts about this movie, guys, and to my score, Jurassic World is something that I would say is fun to go watch in the theaters if there's nothing else out, which is not exactly the case. By the time this video comes out, I'm pretty sure Superman is going to be pretty close to releasing, and so is the Fantastic Four. It's going up against stiff competition through the month of July. It is a fun kickoff to the summer. I will give Jurassic World Rebirth that much credit. It's a good kickoff to the summer. Would I say you have to rush to the theater to watch this? It depends. If you've been a fan of the entire franchise ever since Jurassic Park, then maybe it's just a fun revisit to this land that you've come to know and love. However, if you're looking to go and enjoy it and you think that it's really gonna push the envelope for the franchise, if you think they're gonna take the next big step to changing things, you think there's gonna be high stakes and that no character is safe, this is not for you. There are very few chances taken with this. It's just kind of a recycle of what we've come to see in the franchise. I definitely recommend, if you're in that group, just to wait to stream it. But it is something that is fun to watch for the summer blockbuster. But if you have your eyes on another movie and you're trying to wait to see what I'm gonna go to the theater experience for, I'd pump the brakes and I would probably just go and watch whatever other film that you're thinking of watching at this time. So getting into my score for this movie, I'd have to give Jurassic World Rebirth probably a 2.5 out of 5. I really had a good time with this movie. This is not me trying to tear this movie down, but there are just so many inconsistencies in the writing that just took me out of the movie. I thought it was silly. I was kind of laughing out loud at stuff that you shouldn't laugh at because it's just so silly. It was just the silliest thing to see, particularly some of these people escaped our dinosaurs. You know, we go to these movies for is just to see, oh my goodness, danger, how are we gonna escape this dinosaur? You know what I mean? That's part of the excitement of the Jurassic World / Park franchise. And although I had fun with the movie, there wasn't much there for me to say, I want to revisit, I want to be, you know, see what they're gonna do with this next trilogy. There wasn't enough in there for me. So what did you guys think of Jurassic World Rebirth? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Disagree with what I'm saying? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate if you like and share this video and subscribing, because Chuco's back and he's trying to get the ball rolling a little bit more consistently. Be looking out for future videos in the channel. I have a few more churning out here pretty soon, so just keep your eyes locked on that one. But guys, if you're ever picked up by a group of mercenaries who are on a mission on a deserted island for a medical miracle, always remember something your friend Chuco used to tell you, and that's